Hey guys, it's Phantom and welcome back or welcome to my channel for a different type of video. So I decided to film this video for people that were, just starting out in the Sims community and okay, this is coming from someone who's been on YouTube for quite a long time now and everything, so my start with YouTube is a little bit different compared to, my situation with YouTube is a little bit different compared to people that are just starting out. So a little background. I've been on YouTube since 2016, since late 2016. Okay, I've been doing YouTube for 5 years. I started in 2016 and um and I'm a veteran of the Sims community. So let me just tell you guys things you should know when starting a Sims channel / before even doing a Sims, before even starting a Sims channel. So obviously, as you guys know, I've been on YouTube for 5 years. I'm in the process of getting a real setup right now. I am very sorry. My mom is doing some work stuff right now, so I'm gonna close the door, and I'm sorry if you guys can hear her in the background. I'm sorry. So I'm back. I had to close the door. Okay, so as you guys know, if you're first starting out on YouTube, first we're gonna talk about, you know, first we're gonna talk about obviously what you're going to be filming on. So when I first started out, I filmed on a laptop. I filmed on a MacBook Pro, which I still have, but I am upgrading to an actual setup, which is like a PC setup. You know, I'm not gonna, film in my bedroom anymore and actually turn a spare room into an office. So that's what I'm doing. So obviously, first off, we're going to talk about hardware, like what you're actually going to be filming on, like computers, actually what you're going to be filming on. So when you first start out, right, like the whole misconception of you need like a thousand, like you need like thousands of dollars worth of equipment to run a YouTube channel when you start out. You don't. Let me just say this, you don't. I didn't have a PC when I didn't have a PC when I started out. I just filmed on a Mac. And now I'm upgrading because I'm having issues with this. So, obviously, okay, PCs cost a lot of money. So as you guys know, PCs cost a lot of money, and they're unnecessary when you're starting out. Now, when you become more familiar with everything, and when you feel like you want to actually upgrade to an actual setup, you need to save money. You need to save money for it because it is very, very, very expensive. It's not just like the PC setup, it's also the video games, the the mic, the headphones. Yeah, YouTube has cost me quite a lot of money. from the video games to my headsets, which I actually don't use headsets anymore. I don't use headsets at all anymore. Did I used to? Yes. When I first started out, yes, I used to, but then I started having, like, issues with headsets. Not bad issues, they were just kind of, like, worn out, and one of them actually broke in half, so that's what happened there. So, first off, you don't need a super expensive PC setup when you first start out. Like, a laptop would work fine. Obviously, one that would run the games well. Like, that can, handle the games, the updates, the games, the game updates, what else? Okay, games, game updates, that you can record on. And by the way, there's a lot of, some computers have built-in recording software. I started out with QuickTime. I personally do not like it, so I switched over to OBS Studio. It is free. OBS Studio is free. If you guys... Okay, obviously, I use OBS Studio to film my videos, and I also use it to live stream. You have to set it up how you see fit. So basically, my settings for OBS are my settings for OBS on this computer. Obviously, language English, theme dark. I keep it on dark because dark is the default, and I keep it on dark. And they have outputs. I don't. I usually do not do anything to this. And then source alignment, I leave it at enable, snap sensitivity 10.0, snap sources to edge of screen. Like, I keep that all checked. Then my output, my video bitrate is 2500 kbps. My output mode is on simple. Software encoder, X264 encoder software. Audio bitrate 160. And then my recording format is MOV. Some formats work for some computers, like MP4. MP4 is specifically for Windows desktops. It'll specifically work on a desktop. So there's like recording formats that will specifically work for desktops. And then, as I said, my encoder is a 264 bitrate. And then my audio is sample bitrate 44.1 kilohertz or whatever channel, stereo, desktop audio default, desktop audio 2, I have that disabled. Mic auxiliary audio, I have a built-in microphone on this computer, but I'm going to get an actual microphone when I upgrade. And then I have the rest of these disabled. And then my decay rate is fast. Peak meter type, true peak, higher CPU usage. And CPU is the actual computer itself. So, like, let's say a PC, like the CPU tower, that's the actual computer. And then you plug everything in. If you guys are new to if you guys are like switching from laptop to desktop, then yeah. And then I don't use, I don't really use hotkeys, but I have like push to mute, for mic auxiliary. And then my desktop audio, nothing is checked there. And then my monitoring device is default. And I leave it at that. And my video is, okay, video output is 1280 by 800. And I think these, are already set for you. And then this is the hotkeys tab. So, like, everything is pretty much empty because I don't use that, because I don't use hotkeys. And then basically like advanced and everything. And then for streaming, you can stream to like you could stream to Twitch, you could stream to YouTube/YouTube Gaming, Facebook Live. I usually stream to YouTube, but I also have a Twitch. Okay, like I usually stream to YouTube Gaming, but I have a Twitch that I want to start using.
Okay. I was supposed to go a long time ago. I love you.
Bye. Okay, sorry. But I have a Twitch that I want to start using. And so, yeah. Basically, the stream is just, you have to do service, and then you do server. I usually keep it, so basically for Twitch, I have Twitch, you know, I do services Twitch. This is for like if you're doing Twitch, and then server, I usually have it at auto. And then for stream key, you basically just go to your YouTube or your Twitch, and then get the stream key from there, and then you copy it and paste it into OBS. And then for advanced, I don't, and then for advanced, I usually have it, I think this is, okay, I usually don't touch this because I just leave it as is. And so that's pretty much it for OBS settings. So yeah, OBS is difficult to use, so, well, it's difficult, sorry, I can't talk. It's difficult to use at first, so I would recommend, I would definitely recommend, using or watching videos on how to use OBS, and and like record Sims and stuff like that. So, and then now that we have recording software out of the way, I mean, there's a lot of free recording softwares out there, but a lot of YouTube, like pretty much every YouTuber I know uses OBS Studio. And then, you know, they have like other software, but let me just tell you that the majority of the time that is spent in game versus out of game is a lot. So I have a lot of, okay, so basically my niche on YouTube is, okay, what I'm known for are my Let's Plays, my build videos, and especially my reactions. I started doing reactions last year. Like, okay, you need to find your niche. You need to find what you're good at. And okay, and I have I have a lot of things that I'm good at, which I have an advice channel for like simmers or people that want to do Sims YouTube. But okay, I have a lot of things that I'm known for on YouTube. Mainly one thing that I am known for is my are my reaction videos that I started doing last year. And then I do things like mod overviews. I do like pretty much everything. I do build videos. But some people might do create a sim video, like, you know, solely create a sim videos. Some people might do let's plays. Some people might do like news. Um, you know, news and updates. And some people might do like history of the Sims videos, like Plumbella does, for example, because Plumbella is known for her. Okay, I'm just using Plumbella as an example. Plumbella is known for her entire history of videos, which is like, you know, entire history of the Sims franchise, because, you know, she's an OG simmer. Let me just say that she's been like there are simmers that have been playing The Sims since before they started YouTube. Um, so like I remember my friend. I have like friends that played Sims long before The Sims 4 came out. Like okay, like The Sims is rated. The Sims franchise is rated like T for teen, right? I've talked about this before, but there are some people that have played The Sims games like since before that, and the game franchise is 20 years old because it came out in 2000. I wasn't around until 2 years later, so The Sims 1 was still out. It was like freshly new, you know, and then 2 years later, The Sims 2 came out. And I didn't get my first PC until 2006. And I didn't really know I didn't really know anything about The Sims until 2008. That's when I got introduced to My Sims. And then I fully got into Sims when I was in high school, so like a freshman in high school. So, so you need to find your niche. Or you could just do like everything and then figure out what you're good at. But you also need to realize that YouTube, like a lot of people, even though some people may say, oh, this is a hobby, I don't see it like that, because I have a work mindset. I've always had a work mindset. Okay, basically, my story is I went out on a whim and made a YouTube channel and made a Sims channel when I was in high school. Nobody thought I'd do it. Some people tried to say that I should stick to one thing and then focus on another thing. But like I was like super into, like I had just, you know, gotten into Sims, and a lot of people had influenced me in a positive way to get into the Sims community. Like at the time I watched people like Halo and Deli Grissy. So I always say that those two people got me into The Sims. Deli got me interested in The Sims 4, and watching Halo got me interested in The Sims 3. Now, I was around when, um, Halo, like people like Halo still had her Sims gaming channel up. And she was one of the biggest simmers. She was one of the biggest simmers in the community at that time. She doesn't post gaming content anymore on her channel, because I think she said that she moved over to Twitch. If you're wondering, I do have a Twitch. So obviously, you need to find your niche. You need to find what you're good at. And what I'm known for, the two games that I am known for are The Sims 4 and The Sims 3. So I do things like mod overviews, I do CC shopping videos, I do reaction videos, I build, I live stream when I can. So yeah, I'm known for The Sims 4 and The Sims 3, and one of my most popular Let's Plays on my channel, even though I didn't even finish it, I literally didn't even finish, was my Generations Let's Play. So I had a Generations Let's Play, but I didn't actually finish because, as you guys know, if you guys are doing like a Generations Let's Play right now and none of your Sims have died or the kids got taken away, or, what I mean is like died before you ended the Let's Play. Like, one of my Sims died before I finished the Let's Play. Now, I still have the save, but I don't want to relaunch that Let's Play just because I already have a lot of Sims 3 content, which is on hiatus right now because The Sims 3 doesn't work on my laptop anymore. So, obviously. First off, when it comes to hardware, okay, like you have to find your niche, whether it's Sims 4 or Sims 3, Creative Sims, etc. And I do pretty much all of it. There's some that I don't do, like I don't report on like news and stuff, or I don't report on like Sims news as heavily as other people do. And I don't do like reviews. I wish I could. I'm planning on being an EA Game Changer soon, but right now it's not a good time because you can't really apply for it right now. So now we're going to talk about hardware, what you're actually going to film on. So, when you first started out on YouTube as a simmer, or like hardware / what you'll need in general. So basically what you're going to need is a computer that runs the game well. And I don't mean like go out straight away and I don't mean go out straight away and like do PC research. I mean, like if you have a laptop that will run The Sims 4 and The Sims 3 fine, use that. Just get like just get recording software and possibly a headset, but you don't always need a headset. I actually stopped using my headset And sometimes I use earbuds to film. Sometimes it's not a very good idea to use earbuds because they kind of hurt after a while of having them in. And other things, you need to speak clearly when you're talking because you don't want to be like, hey, you don't want to be all, hey guys, it's so and so, and welcome back to my channel. Like, you don't want to be all quiet. You don't want to be quiet. You want to be, or you don't want to be quiet, and you don't want to be too loud either. You want to have your voice at a volume where people can hear you. And also, if you're doing this on a desktop PC or whatever and have an external microphone, don't put your face so close to the mic. Don't put your face so close to the mic and be like, hey guys, it's so and so, like, have it at a good distance but not too far away from you. So you need to speak clearly. Okay, oh my gosh. I remember when I first started out on YouTube 5 years ago. Oh my god, if you guys remember how quiet I was, it was so bad. Like, I didn't have, okay, when I first started out, I didn't have a headset. And I was like 14 years old at the time. So I was like really young, and my voice at the time was kind of cringy. I know, like, it was so cringy. Sorry, I'm trying to plug my charger into my headphone case, or my earbuds case. So you want to speak clearly, you want to enunciate, you don't want to talk too fast, and you don't want to sound choppy either. Now, OBS used to have these like mic slash aux where you would see the volume, and if it was too loud, it would echo. I actually hated that. I hated that so much. I mean, it was a good thing, but the echo was really annoying, and you don't want that, which is why I used headphones at the time, but now I don't use headphones anymore. So, yeah. Basically, when you speak, you need to enunciate, you need to speak clearly and everything. And then also, when you're filming videos, have a timer at all times, because you don't want to go too long. I mean, live streams, sure. Live streams, of course. You don't have a timer for that. You can stream as long as you want. Like, don't go like super crazy. Don't go like super crazy on it. But yeah, you need to have a good computer. I'd recommend using a good laptop before upgrading to a PC, and then if you really need one, and I mean seriously, if you really need one, don't go out spending like thousands of dollars on a PC when you first start out. Okay, if you already have a PC that runs well, also PCs are they're not only expensive to buy, they're expensive because you need to like replace certain parts. Like, like the RAM. Like, you need to get extra RAM, you need to, get all these things. but it's necessary because a PC isn't a laptop. I mean, it can be, but a lot of people prefer desktops. And, okay, I used to film on a MacBook, but I'm literally having issues. Like, I can't, okay, things that I can't do on this Mac. I can't edit. So, okay, after a while, you are going to need to upgrade, but not when you first start out on YouTube. Like, you can find, a free editing software. You can pay for an editing software, So, I mean, Macs already come with the free editing software. They come with iMovie, but I can't upgrade this computer at all. Okay, reason why, or when you realize that your game physically will not open on, and I don't mean like too much custom content. I mean like you uninstall it by accident. Like you want to install it by accident and then you reinstall it and then you do something stupid like install the packs way too fast and then it doesn't open. So, yeah, oops. I did that and it was pretty stupid of me. Who am I kidding? It's really stupid of me, but I'm getting a new computer anyway. So, yeah, I'm getting a new computer anyway. I'm not gonna film in my bedroom anymore, and I'm so happy about that. Also, you need to have a space where you can actually film videos. So, like, let's say your bedroom. Your bedroom could be nice for a little while, but after a while, you're gonna want an actual office space, and you don't need a house with, or you don't need a space. Let me just say, if you, have an actual office space, that's cool too, because some people have the luxury of having an actual office. And then some people film at home, like me. Some people work from home, like me. So, what I'm doing is I'm making an extra room into an office. So, this could work if you have, like, a 3-bedroom house or whatever. And or if you're living in a house with multiple rooms and some of the rooms are empty, totally empty, nothing is in there, then that's big enough for like a desk and a PC or whatever, you can make that into an office. So that's basically what I'm doing, because I don't want to film in my bedroom anymore, because you need the space for a PC. You don't just need to buy the PC. You need to have a space. You need to have a designated space for the PC. And if you don't want to move things like furniture out of an area that you don't need to, I was trying to figure out whether I should move my dresser out of my room and then put my PC in my room, and then I decided not to, because I was like, you know what, I could just use the extra space for an office. So that's what I'm doing. I just have to, move things out and put things in and, get a desk and stuff. But first, okay, obviously getting a PC is a big one. Obviously, the most expensive part would be the PC itself. So, the PC and the monitors, and everything else would be expensive. So, obviously, get the PC first. Let's just say if you're like a veteran like me and you're having issues with your computer, if you're having issues with your computer already, to where, you can't edit videos or your game won't work, because you installed the packs too fast. Okay, Sims 4 works fine on my computer. Sims 3 doesn't work, and I film Sims 3 content as well, so that's kind of, I effed up with that one, so. And plus, the computer I have is old. So, you want to do your research first. So obviously, like, learn about PCs, do your research, learn about PC companies. I would personally, I'm going with Dell, but I'm getting like, I'm like going with Dell for some of my stuff, or some of the PC parts, like the monitor and stuff. And I do recommend dual screen monitors. Let me just say that I recommend dual screen monitors because you don't want to be staring at a single screen when you're filming. Or some people have wraparound monitors where it's big and it wraps around, but you don't. Let's say you don't have space for like a huge wraparound monitor, or a space for a huge, like, sit to stand desk. Like, I know sit to stand desks are so popular these days, but I personally don't want a sit to stand desk. They're really cool, by the way, but I personally do not want one. I found I'm looking for some. I'm looking for some right now and stuff. So yeah. So obviously, you're going to need a good piece of hardware that'll last you a couple of years. And then when it like stops working, then upgrade. But you need to save up your money. You can't just you can't blow your money on, or you can't blow your savings if you're trying to get an upgrade like a PC, especially something like a PC. You can't blow your savings if you're trying to save up for a PC on other things. So like set stuff aside for equipment, because that's gonna be a lot. And usually, like, save up your money, or save up whatever you have, like I do, because I'm very smart in that sense. I rarely ever splurge on myself. I get like knickknacks here and there. I get like keychains and knickknacks here and there, but I don't usually splurge on myself, unless I really want to. Like, who knows, I might get myself like ice cream from somewhere or someplace like that. But I think probably the biggest necessary splurge is going to be like my other equipment. But I'm basically investing back into my job. So, yeah. Like, think of it as an investment, because a PC is something, or a computer is something that you are going to need for a while, especially in times like this with like let's say, like, especially in times like this, if you're in school right now and you need a place to do your schoolwork or your work, or your college stuff. And yeah, just like save your money for things like that. And then also compare prices. You need to compare prices because you don't want to spend like $1,000 on a PC tower when you can get one for cheaper. I mean, it's still going to be expensive, but what I mean, like, don't blow like that much money. You need to like compare prices and stuff. Like that's usually what I do, and I don't usually. I mean, I online shop sometimes, but probably the only things that I've gotten from places like Amazon. Look, okay, I don't get books. I don't get books from Amazon. Probably the only things that I've ever gotten from Amazon were things like CDs. Like, I got a couple of CDs from Amazon. I got a film from Amazon. And a couple years ago, I got a wig from Amazon. So, yeah. I don't usually, like, splurge on myself. And then, okay. So, like, find your niche, and then what else? And then you have to realize, okay, sorry. I'm probably going to do a part 2. I'm just going to cut off here and do a part 2 to this because there's a lot more I want to talk about, and I don't want this to be an hour long because this will end up taking forever to upload. So I'm going to go and I'll be back for the next half of this. So yeah, bye guys, and I'll be right back.